Jenna Makhaita, I'm Dr. Tinti, and I'm here with a little bit of Wellness Wednesday. Oh, this filter is nice. Look at how it blurs the background. So I was watching a podcast. I do a lot of that. I think a lot of us watch a lot of podcasts. So I was watching one with Lungile, Engineer Your Life, and he said something that was very cute. He said, before he starts talking to somebody, he asks them, how's your heart? Because we always used to, how are you? And my thing when I speak to people, it's always, are you well? And it's kind of hard to lie to somebody when they ask you, how's your heart? Because it hits differently. You kind of have to stop and think about how your heart is and whether you are well or not and your overall well-being. And in this particular episode, they then started talking about the art of forgiveness and somebody apologizing and things like that. And he asked this person, and he said that if you are waiting, no, this guest was saying that a lot of people um, hurt them in the industry, in the performing arts, in the entertainment industry, and none of them have ever said sorry. She's never received any apologies and things like that. And then Lingile asked her, what would change if somebody said sorry to you, if somebody apologized to you, what would change? And it reminded me of an episode of the Oprah show that I watched well back. I used to watch a lot of Oprah and Dr. Phil. And also, I'm from the Ricky Lake era. I used to watch a lot of those, not to mention Ellen. Anyway, I digress. So, the gist of it all is that if somebody does something to you that ends up hurting your feelings, and you are waiting for somebody to offer you an apology for this thing that they did, whatever it is, you are indirectly waiting for somebody to give you permission to carry on with your life and to move on from that thing that happened, because it happened. No words can reverse that. No words can erase that. The thing happened. So you sulking over the fact that the people that hurt your heart and hurt your feelings have not yet strung a couple of sentences together and deliver them to you so that you can feel okay, then you are waiting for the wrong thing. You are the one delaying your own wellness because you're waiting for this person to string sentences together and deliver them to you, because essentially at the end of the day, that's what they are. So if your wellness depends on other people and on what people say or do to you, then you are going to be unwell very often. And you're going to stay unwell longer than you should stay unwell, because why does your well-being depend on what people do or say? And why do you put your wellness on hold while you're waiting for people to say a few things to you? And here's another thing: a person can say something passionately with tears in their eyes in front of the world, like Bonso Nyabat, R. Kelly, and they would still not be honest. They would still not be truthful. So a person can turn blue and black in the face, telling you just how sorry they are for what they did to you, and they would not mean it. And you would feel okay because they said it, whether it's authentic or not. Like, how do you know that this thing that you are putting your wellness on hold for is the real deal? How do you know? And what is it going to change? So essentially, this whole apology and forgiveness chat and people being unwell because people have not apologized is basically you waiting for people to give you permission to carry on with your life. It is basically you waiting for somebody to tell you some things so that you can make sense of everything that has gone on. And we have to look on the flip side of people sometimes tell you these things so that they can feel better about what they did to you. Because the best apology is changed behavior. If somebody's behavior is still not changing and they keep saying to you, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm talking about y'all's relationships here. I don't want to be attacking anybody on these internet street, but if somebody keeps saying, if somebody keeps apologizing and then they're not offering changed behavior, then what are you doing waiting for it? Your wellness, your overall wellness, does not depend on a string of sentences that people deliver to you. Your overall wellness cannot depend on other people's actions towards you. You are fully and solely responsible for your own well being. And that's your Wednesday Wellness.